Hello and welcome to World of Warships with Montrala. This video is final in my series on grind from 0 to tier 10 on free-to-play account. This is a ranking battle in qualifiers from Bronze League into the Silver League, and I'm playing finally tier 10 British destroyer, the Daring. So in this battle we have 3 battleships, 2 cruisers and 2 destroyers on each team. On the opposing team, both destroyers Marso and Harugumo are high DPM destroyers that I do not feel very easy about picking one-on-one gunfight. And there are 2 radar cruisers, and also we have 2 radar cruisers, so basically more or less equal opportunity. So I'm asking my team from the start to cover the left flank on sea, because on previous battles I had experience of some players that decided after taking capture point B to go to these islands on the far left side, and I don't know, do archaeological excavations there or whatever. I don't know. Needless to say, we lost this game. So going actually into this point of the Cap C is quite a risky play, but I want to try to do it here. And here is the Marceau, so I know that I probably will have to deal with Harugumo on sea. And I see that actually Iowa on the enemy team is probably going to push around the cap or into the cap, so I'm trying to set up torpedo, and unfortunately I found myself a radar cruiser Des Moines, so she immediately radars me, so that was not a best play on my way, but I hope I will be able to hide here before I lose too much health. And actually Marceau started to shoot me from the other side, so I decided I will try to respond in kind, and actually Marceau decided to withdraw, and I got some torpedo hits on Iowa, so the things are not as bad as they initially looked. Iowa is still pushing, Des Moines is low on health. Yeah, Marceau is trying to pick a fight with our Harugumo. And here are Harugumo torpedoes, so I finally know where she is. And Iowa, I think that made a bit a questionable decision to move here. And I have a fire. Des Moines is low on health. I sent some torpedoes on Des Moines. It got killed by our Haragumo. Unfortunately, our Haragumo got killed by secondaries of the Grosse Kurfürst. And I managed to get a kill on Iowa. So basically we have 2 caps, and if I can deal with this Haragumo, we will have a big advantage over the other team, so I decided to try to pick a fight. This was not the best decision for me. I should have smoked here, but I was afraid to lose the vision. I finally used the smoke, and Haragumo made a bad decision to remove most of her firepower by angling away from me, so I took Haragumo. So at this stage, this battle looks like a quite comfortable win. What could get wrong? We have 2 caps, we have 2 ships advantage, they have no destroyers, everything is nice and shiny, and this battle, if it's won, it actually means I'm qualifying for the Silver League for next sprint. So I'm really hopeful, and I decided to move and try to push away this lava. And Alaska and Grosse Kurfürst are moving and pushing our Grosse Kurfürst. Ohio and Seattle, everything looks just fine. Alaska and Grosse Kurfürst are so busy with my other ships, so I can do some open water gunboating on Slava. And actually I managed to push her away. Unfortunately, we just lost our Grosse Kurfürst, so our advantage doesn't look so good anymore, but still I think okay, so now we basically lost our ship's advantage. We still have all 2 caps, so we have a point advantage, but the situation is changing a bit. So I finally became the object of interest of Alaska. This probably has something to do with me being annoying and shooting at her. And now we have a situation that our Seattle must run from Grosse Kurfürst and Alaska, and actually this is a best possible thing to do for the Seattle to go. Our Petropavlovsk is sitting in Cap C, and what I need to do is take Cap A and somehow keep this Slava away from it. So I'm pushing towards Cap A, and I'm sending some torpedoes on Slava. I just hope she will be so busy shooting at our Seattle that she will forget to do any evasive maneuvers. And I'm going to enter the cap, and Slava is taking some maneuvers, but she also managed to take 3 of my torpedoes. Excuse me, and there is a flood, so I'm sending next torpedoes, but I decided not to wait for them. I need to get rid of this lava as soon as possible before she could kill my Seattle. Unfortunately, she's healing. And I have the cap, so if you can get rid of this lava, everything will be just fine again. Yeah, sure. Oh, that's a high caliber for me, and my third kill in this match. So in less than 3 minutes we win this match. All we have to do is to stay alive, so I'm asking Petropavlovsk to get back, to hide. All this player has to do is just to hide behind the island and not go in the open. Do not unnecessarily take damage. I'm opening fire on this Grosekurfus, trying to distract her from our Petro. Unfortunately, this doesn't seem to work. Okay, I have a next fire on Grosekor first. She uses Namakon, so if I can get one more fire... those torpedoes were not the best idea, unfortunately. Oh, so that's the next fire. It should take a bit from her health. But unfortunately our Petropavlovsk goes down. But still, in 2 minutes we can win. We are 2 versus 2. Still, we can win this match. Or so I hope we can win this match. So I expect Grosekurfus to go into this cap. Alaska is probably pushing to get a cap C. I must hold A for us to win. If I will be able to hold A, we can win. And this is where I actually make a huge mistake, because what I should have done was to move now on the other side of the island in A and play Kachi with Grosekurfus around this island, not wait here, and actually I would be able also to go and maybe take B. But I was so focused on defending A that I didn't see this. So I'm trying to take down this Grosekurfus with my torpedoes. I'm shooting, and I have a risk that the Grosekurfus will use Hydro and detect me, but maybe her Hydro is on cooldown. unfortunately for me, she's not. And now I'm in rather desperate position. Alaska is taking this cap, Grossef is taking this cap. In a few seconds I will have torpedoes, if only I can send them. And just like that everything is lost. Alaska is in C, GK will take A, and we lose. But my damage is still ticking, because I managed to set a fire. And now this changes everything. And from despair we are going back to hope. So I write in chat to Seattle to stay alive, just to stay alive. And actually I think that maybe she could ram, because in case of both dying at the same time, the team with more points wins. But this Alaska are actually initially shooting AP on a bow in Seattle, and Seattle is shooting high explosive, and thanks to good play of this Seattle player who didn't die like most of my team in B, and actually won this exchange with Alaska, we won this battle. So let's see the results. Oh, over 200,000 damage, 4 kills, 10 fires, 2 solo caps, 3 floodings, 7 torpedo hits, 2 decaps, over 300 hits from guns, high caliber, just a flesh wound, so that's for killing the enemy ship after I got killed. And first in team with quite good, over 2400 base XP, so that was actually quite a performance, I think. And Slava, Grossef, Iowa and Haragumo, so I took all the battleship on enemy team, and I took one of the destroyers, and the damage that I managed to put on Alaska and Marceau and Des Moines was rather insignificant, but I think it was a quite good match. So I hope you liked it. If you did, please like this video. If you didn't, dislike. Please subscribe to my channel, and I see you next time. Goodbye.